Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel. This is the weekly tarot card for the week commencing Monday, the 11th of March 2019, and it's the Two of Discs in the Rorig deck. We've got beautiful, very, very pleasant looking card, all the beautiful blues of the Rorig deck. If you see, there's three arrows that are just winding their way around the two discs. And lovely horizon behind again, lovely blue sky. It's just an absolutely lovely card. See, it's almost like the arrows are just manoeuvring around any obstacles. It's the card of change, but sometimes change that happens without us pushing it or without us doing much. And, you know, sometimes it's important that we realise that. Now, last week we had the Ace of Wands, and that was very much fire in your belly, go for it, go for it, go for it. Now, if you keep going for things on the Ace of Wands, believe me, you'll soon get exhausted. And sometimes we have to realise that things can change and become better simply once we've started the ball rolling as such. And that can be a hard one, particularly for people that like to feel in control of certain situations, that they have to be 100% on it, or say that party won't go well or that job won't be done well. This card can be difficult for perfectionists. So all you perfectionists out there, this week you might have to learn that things happen and things go their own way, and to let them go with the flow as such. Go with the flow is quite a good kind of phrase for this card. So in general, look at situations. If you can help or you can do something about them, by all means do. But if something started going at its own pace and moving forward, and it looks as though the outcome will be what you desire anyway, then take the hands off a little bit. Trust that the fates will take you to where you have to go. Trust that maybe that project will be finished when it needs to. Trust that sometimes things have to change direction to go back on course. And that's generally why it's such a lovely wee card, but it can cause problems for people, as I say, that really need to feel in control. So what does it mean for career? Again, it can be a good one because you can be going through blockage times in career thinking, oh my God, this is never going to end, this is never going to end, when is it going to change, when is the promotion coming? You might have been praying for change for weeks, months, years, and then all of a sudden off it goes and it starts heading in the direction that you wanted it to. This card can bring jobs back round again that maybe you wanted but didn't get. It can bring changes that allow you to see different perspectives. Did you want something anyway? Was it worth fighting for? If you hadn't fought so hard, would have still had the same outcome, that sort of thing. So it's quite a card of contemplation rather than action, thinking about the changes that are going on or manifesting, and trying to use your intuition to know when to be hands off with them. Particularly in career, you could want to be mentoring someone and be full on, and it's not necessarily what they need. Maybe they need to try the things themselves and make their own mistakes. And that can be the same in parenting. In the week ahead for parents, you know, looking at maybe youngsters or teenagers and thinking they're making mistakes and I need to change this for them, I need to do it, when really you would be taking away the person's experience and maybe their karmic thing to happen if you interfere too badly in the changes that are going on in their life. So when this one comes out for parents, I'm very much, you know, saying, look, the outcome looks okay, but let them have the experience they need to have the experience of. Obviously, if it's horrendous, then, you know, we don't as parents, but you'll know what I'm talking about. Sometimes the bad decisions that our children make, or the things that they maybe that we didn't think were right for them actually end up being the things that take them to their glorious outcome anyway. So hands off with this card, let the changes happen. In health, again, it's very much like keep rolling with the changes that are going on. Try to keep yourself flexible and movement, particularly with any ball and socket joints that need to be kept moving. So if you're looking to be good for your health this week, it might be about yoga, about Pilates, or even just about general stretching exercises. The card itself doesn't give me any one particular ailment or whatever. It's just that realising that changes in health can be positive rather than negative, and I'm looking forward to this one to myself, because to be honest, I've been getting a wee bit low about the amount of exhaustion caused by this chronic kidney disease. I'm not as contented with the way I'm dealing with it as I normally am. I've been quite angry at it and wanting to change things. Now, it can't be changed, and the exhaustion up to a point can't be changed that much either. So it's a time of maybe acceptance, but to know that little changes can happen, and to be ready to go with the flow with that. So I'm hoping that health-wise this card allows me to accept changes more, particularly changes that I've no control over, and also to know that sometimes those changes will lead to a better outcome than we think. So health-wise, if you'd want to join me in that, because I know I do have a lot of you that are autoimmune diseases and many other things that hold you back and that make you feel that sometimes you're living half a life. So let the changes take you forward, but remember just to go with your flow and allow yourself life to balance out for you. Okay, if we're looking at relationships again, be open to change in attitude, change of what your type was. If you're looking for a partner, let your intuition guide you to where you're going. If you think you want to go somewhere and you think, no, I'd rather go somewhere else, I'm really drawn to go somewhere else, because your instinct or intuition could be trying to match you up with someone who's there and not there. If you're in a long-term relationship, this one allows you to sit back a wee bit and just let life take you forward, get you down some hurdles without you doing too much about them. So in that way, it can be really good for people that are married or together for a while. I do like it as a card, you know, that for people that are in long-term love, you know, sometimes there's various barriers to them, be it health, be it finances or whatever, and this card just allows you to go with the flow. In finances, again, it's understanding that you might not have as much control over your finances, and in knowing that, accept it, because, you know, it could be a week where something gives up on you and you have to put the money there rather than there. But I always feel this is a hopeful card, that it kind of tells you that it'll balance out anyway. Okay, you might not have wanted to buy that new thing, but you had to, but here's a wee bit of bonus coming in or whatever. This card with finances does tend to balance things up and leaves us not really worse off in any way, although we may have to rob Peter to pay Paul a wee bit. But no, not a bad wee card financially this week. So I do like it, and I'm looking forward to it, as I say, particularly for myself. I always think sometimes the Discs or Pentacles cards get quite played down in the tarot. They're the not the boring cards, but the mundane cards, the cards of mundane things in life. Maybe they're not quite as fiery as the fire cards and quite as emotional as the cups, etc. But we do need these earthy cards to balance out the medicine wheel of our lives. So if you like the way I read the tarot, please have a wee look at my tarot book. It's on all Amazons and also loads of other online places now, and have a wee think. It's not a big in-depth tarot book. It's for people that want to read the tarot in a very practical, down-to-earth way, the way I tend to read them. Anyway, enjoy your 2 discs. Go with the flow. Try not to be too hands-on or pushy, and you'll enjoy the week far better. I hope you'll join me for next week's Weekly Tarot, and also for psychic development and mediumship and some spirit stories. So many blessings now. Bye. Okay, we'll do this again. Bye.